So who am I speaking with?
Justina Chen.
Justina, you gave an awesome, awesome presentation about storytelling. And specifically, you were talking about interviews. Better to ask for an interview than a meeting. So let's boil it down to specific interview techniques to get really good story out of people. Give me some basic tips to begin with.
Okay, I usually start out with an open-ended question. I ask people, how did they get to where they are right now? That elicits some personal narrative. They talk about their personal life. They talk about how they got to their current job. And then from there, I'm able to drill down and talk to them, ask them about what their major accomplishments are. You'd be surprised at the treasure trove of stories that will come from those two basic questions.
So what happens when somebody just doesn't know how to talk? I mean, or they're unwilling to sort of reveal themselves. Are there ways to sort of make them feel more comfortable?
That's why I start out every interview with about 20 minutes of just personal one-on-one time, just asking them about themselves. That usually gets people to be very comfortable with me and trust that I am there to listen to them and their stories.
So essentially, they're just a basic chit chat to ease them up. And are there any sort of global questions that you have found that sort of elicit people to be reflective and compare today from yesterday that you've used?
I think asking people about their biggest failures actually elicits that self-introspection. It makes them reflect on what they've learned and why they're being successful right now.
Are there sort of bullet point issues that you're trying to hit in an interview? Like, all right, I got to get the beginning story, I got to get the middle story, I got to get the failures, I got to get the success points. But is there something I'm missing in that story right there?
Yeah, a lot of that is actually very organic. And so when you listen to the person answering, that leads to probably 10, 20 different follow on questions.